This is my outdoor European nightcrawler bin, and the reason that I haven't updated you guys is because I've been preparing it for harvesting, which just means that I stop feeding it and let the worms work through whatever is left in the bin. And now it's been about 4 weeks since I fed them last. I know it's a long time. Normally I go for 2, but they did have quite a bit of food left. So I just decided to leave them alone and let them work through what they already had. And you can see they actually started working on the paper, the shredded paper that I put just to cover the top of the bin. So yeah, they've been busy. I have the food ready that I'm going to feed them right now. It's right here, some fruits and vegetables that have already been doused with a little bit of eggshells, some kale that's gone bad. And what I'm going to do now is move all the finished castings to one side of the bin and start feeding the opposite side and give the worms time to migrate to the side with the food. It's a large bin, so I really don't know how long it's going to take the majority of the worms to migrate, but we'll give them all the time they need, and I'll just come in weekly and check on their progress. I will also move whatever food I find, some, egg cartons or whatever I find, I will also move to the side with the food, so it's all sort of in one place. So let me do that and I'll show you what it looks like. So I just removed the paper, just moved it back, and you can see all this dark material. This is all composted material. And got quite a few worms here. Probably looking for food, poor guys. There's none to be had. So I'm going to make space here. There's quite a few worms here. My goodness. This bin is deceptively deep, and I will never let it go all the way to the top. It will be just too hard to harvest. I let it go halfway. Okay, so now I created the space here. Let me fill it up with food and we'll be right back. And here is our food right here on this side. We're going to cover it up with the rest of the paper, and the worms are going to happily migrate to this side. Because there's really nothing else for them to eat. They're already not happy that I'm bothering them. They really do not like to be bothered. Now here we have all the finished material, of course, with a lot of worms. All the worms are here. And these egg carton pieces, I will pick them out and I will throw them on the side of the new food. And little by little, they will make their way while the material here will be drying out. And in about 2 weeks, I will come back and check and see how many of the worms have migrated. And then I'll just harvest this side while this side is being composted by the worms. And I won't have to bother them, and I won't have to sift them. So it works really, really well for me. Thanks for joining me.